Battlerap, hold it down. We got the crown. It is Hayes. Hayes, what they call me. Welcome back to part 2 of creating the Battlerap GOAT Pyramid, the greatest list ever assembled of Battlerap talent to ever be seen, as the pyramid is the standard of excellence, never done before, never done again. We already built the foundation with 10 unique talents in Battlerap, but now it's time to take it to the next level. And at the next level, only 6 will be selected. Only 6 special unique talents will be selected for that next level. Y'all ready? Well, let's take it to the next level. With that being said, here we go.
Extraterrestrial life is life that may occur outside of Earth, which did not originate on Earth, aka an alien.
Pulp Fiction, if I whip the piece your family fucked, headshot your mom's sister, they gonna have to MOP your auntie up. Hands on what?
Rum Nitty is known as the alien of Battlerap. And if you're wondering why, well, Rum Nitty has the ability to say bars that are simple, yet it's how the F did you think of that? Truly out of this world. And it's because, in my opinion, Rum Nitty is the greatest puncher of all time. Rum and Av set a new standard of what punching is and should be, with no filler, and being every effing bar in every effing battle.
Up in the hotel. Long rounds for cousin. Big rounds I'm stuffing. They say ill in the lobby. I grab the nose running. I'm coming down with something on my back.
My nose is running. I'm coming down with something? What? And after an era of battles residing only on big stages, big crowds, venues, arenas, URL decided to take it back to the essence, which was Value 1. And Rum Nitty would once again set the precedent of how to perform in that small room, where he would truly have a contest of who is the best with the bars, who is the best lyricist, with his battle versus Iron Solomon.
Who thought of this? I should race the car up on your property speeding, pull something out the boot and cap little iron. These Monopoly pieces, I told you.
An all-time classic of old era versus new era. And even though it took 5 years to reach 1 million views, we all know that it's unforgettable. And from this moment, Rum Nitty will be known as the king of the volumes. His battle with Twerk, which is in my opinion the greatest second round ever created.
Y'all said he was gonna beat me to death? Y'all right. He died first. It's the difference.
You're right. He died first. What? His battle versus Suge, but the Rim Rocker. However, Rum would be back on that big stage facing the elite of the elite, the legends, such as your Sue Surfs, your T-Tops, your K-Shines, having dope performance after dope performance.
Ain't no Izzy dead kick. Just keep squeezing them out and bringing them out. Hit him with like 22 tools if it's a reasonable doubt.
And it seemed like Rum was only getting better with time. Not to mention he would enter a tournament with elite battle rappers, rising stars, up and comers, people that were truly hungry, and advance all the way at the end to Gnome 11, facing his EFB brethren and Geechee Gotti, with the prize being all the way up to 150K, with the help of the biggest rapper in the world in Drake, who will help host that battle. And you know what happened? Greatness happened. Geechee Gotti and Rum Nitty will have an all-time great finals performance. In my opinion, the greatest finals of any tournament in battle rap history. And they did what brothers do. They looked out for each other and they split the money, making a true moment in battle rap. And after winning the tournament, Rum Nitty did not slow down. He will only just have Battle of the Year a year later on Geechee Gotti's League versus A-Ward. Look how it come around though. And will ultimately win 2022's Cody of the Year, solidifying the fact that Rum Nitty is the best in the world, which people already knew. But when he won Cody, there was now no denying it. Rum Nitty is on the Battlerap Gold Pyramid. And if you don't believe Rum Nitty deserves to be on the Battlerap Gold Pyramid, suicide, I'll do the job, you decide.
A sudden event such as an accident or natural catastrophe that causes great damage or loss of life, also known as a disaster.
You're not strong enough to top your peak. Just face it, you've aged and you've gotten weak. You could no longer keep up pace with today's top elites, not a cappella or on the beat. Just stop blogging, please, if not at least while you still got a spot to keep. Used to be a role model to all these geeks. Even gangsters looked up to you like when a respected father speaks. See, the problem is the hip-hop. You are unique, that's why it also bothers me, because I feel like I'm putting my own dog to sleep.
Unpredictable, unorthodox, hard-hitting, a savage, unworldly with his freestyling ability, his punches, his storytelling, imagery, his energy. Disaster is a unique talent, becoming a shining star with Grind Time, one of the biggest battle leagues we've ever seen, at the genesis of battle rap, ushering a new era. Disaster would even battle the future league owner in Organic, in which Organic would create another groundbreaking battle rap league in KOTD, which features one of the biggest battles in battle rap history, hosted by one of the biggest rappers in hip hop history in Drake, with DNA versus Disaster.
They say karma's a bitch. For you, it's probably dentistry, because the part of your mouth that's missing is only a reflection of what's scarring you mentally. So the gap between your teeth exists merely as an object of imagery to distract you from the real gap between us, and that's bars and delivery.
This battle is insane because both are master freestylers, both are master rebellers, entertainers, anglers, and everything in between. This was an ultimate war, with both battlers trying to one-up each other to where there truly was no losers. The fans won. And up to this point, Disaster would now become one of the faces of battle rap, if not the face of battle rap, with not only the DNA performance, but all the other performances that preceded that. And with great power comes great responsibility, to which throughout his career, he would face some of the biggest industry rappers we've ever seen in hip-hop, starting off with Cannabis. Yes, Cannabis! Best known for his rap beefs with LL Cool J, Cannabis versus Disaster was a moment. 400 pages of rhymes here. Cannabis arms in a sling. Disaster completely broke Cannabis down to the last grain.
So I don't give a fuck, homie, I get my G on. I'm a real MC, motherfuckers, I get my free on. So it makes sense that this motherfucker here has this little stupid sling on, because he's never been a good shoulder to lean on. Fuck out of here! Fuck out of here!
Nobody wanted to face Disaster because he is dangerous. He had Cassidy's first on-camera battle of his career outside the Freeway Put a Beat On battle. Diz was a worldwide superstar. Is a worldwide superstar, and so is his opponents, even taking it out of North America, facing a worldwide superstar in Oxymoron, a Russian hip-hop megastar and legend, also taking on a legendary Mexican MC in Xeno, who's been crowned a multi-time freestyle battling champion in Mexico. And with Diz displaying his diverse ability, he will rap along with this Mexican MC, this Mexican multi-champion, and rap in his language.
Con más revoluciones que cuando el mundo gira, que le puede hacer un asesino si el terrorista es suicida.
Disaster, once again, is completely unpredictable and unorthodox, like I said earlier. And Disaster is even a champion himself, winning the KOTD chain, defeating Poe Rich.
The winner of the $1,000, the new King of the Dot champion.
There's no debating Disaster's impact on the culture of battle rap, being one of the biggest voices, being the most viewed. Disaster is a unique talent.
A self-replicating material that is present in nearly all living organisms as the main constituent of chromosomes. It is the carrier of genetic information known as DNA.
It's round one, it's getting hot in there. Let Ill Will know my slogan. Hell no, get that the fuck out of here. I never drunk vodka. Get the yak the fuck out of here. Look at that hat. Get that the fuck out of here. You thought I was gonna lose? Get snatched the fuck out of here. Fuck out of here.
DNA is one of the most respected and recognizable battle rappers in battle rap we've ever seen because of how serious he takes this craft. Never once have I ever questioned DNA's effort and his work ethic. He always gives 110%, best known for his unmatched freestyling ability, rebelling ability, as well as creating moments. Yeah, boy strapped a fake bomb on his chest. That's DNA. He's entertainment.
Couldn't be Superman, so you settled as a journalist. That might explain why your career's in the lowest lane. I'm hard for real, I spark the steel. I got jerked twice, but I swear to God, if I lose tonight, I'ma bomb the grill.
DNA does whatever he has to do to entertain the fans. And 9 times out of 10, he usually succeeds in that goal. Whether it's his performances versus Disaster, one of the most viewed battlers ever, which is one that included DNA's greatest performances as previously talked about in front of Drake. Whether it's his performance versus Enes on the biggest event of all time in Summer Madness 2, which has one of my favorite moments ever. How many niggas you shot, lady niggas? DNA bodied a legend Enes on that stage.
No! Get Enes the fuck out of here! Every time I battle Philly rappers, I kill them. I got Ronan Tech the fuck out of here. In that third round, I got my tooth the fuck out of here. Fuck every legend on the card. Get Iron Rex, Luxurious, and move the fuck out of here.
But DNA does not only put whoopings on OGs, he also put whoopings on young Gs. Hence why he's called the PG Killer. The PGs were battlers that were guided through URL's development system, most notable Ill Will. And the thing is, Ill Will's a killer until he ran to DNA. That infamous moment, Smack, you doubted me? Get the fuck out of here. But not only was DNA a leader in getting the young guys out of here, he was also a leader in creating the magic and reforming the popularity of 2-on-2s in battle rap as they formed NWX.
That's 2 guns, 2 straps. I be getting the 9. Gary Payton in his prime. That's the glove with the steel all the time. Hop in, take it off stick shift. Getting the shit and then drive. Stick the weapon out the window. Then click it 3 times. Y'all know what'll really be crazy? If we did this shit and rewind times 3 clicks. Then put the weapon inside. Reverse. Shit like that.
DNA and his partners would travel all around the world, taking on the best competition with great battles, whether it was him versus Verb and Hitman, whether it was him versus the Pioneers and Marv and Quest, Chess and Steams, Bonnie and 40 Bars, and the list goes on and on. And maybe the greatest 2-on-2 of all time, the most infamous 2-on-2 of all time, with NWX versus Gun Titles. And even though the most notable moments of that battle are from NWX's opponents in Gun Titles, these moments do not happen if it wasn't for the hard work NWX put in and the foundation they put in making 2-on-2s matter again. There would have been no Double Impact event. There would have been no putting Surf and Tay-Rock together. So therefore, they are just as much responsible for the moments of after the shot, before the shot, after the shot, than Gun Titles themselves. And as of today, that battle, NWX versus Gun Titles, is in the top 5 of the most viewed battles in URL history on YouTube. Which is fitting because DNA is one of the most highly viewed battlers in the world, Craig, in the world, with over 90 million views. DNA has battled more than Danny Myers, and that's saying something. Almost all his battles versus Arsenal on Don't Flop, Chess, Briz Rothstein, New Jersey Twerk, Surf, Rex. Throughout DNA's career, he's always had a real grudge match and legacy battles that he has always shined in. Whether it was the grudge versus Mickey Fax on the volume, outclassing Mickey Fax in lyricism, or whether it was Averb later in the year 2019, who Averb did his best to downplay DNA's career and not being a main event star, and he would main event Smack Volume versus Averb and prove that he belonged in the main event top tier caliber. Did the same thing versus King Los, industry rapper versus battle rapper. In that grudge, he will prove why he deserves to be called one of the best. He will battle Hado Don and prove once again that he is always on his A game and always is willing to do what it takes to prevail. And he did. And the list goes on, from the B-Dot battle to Av battle to the Real Sick battle. All these are top tier shelf elite battle rappers. And DNA damn near didn't lose to any of them. Not to mention DNA has won multiple tournaments with battle rap showcases on BET, Black Entertainment Television, winning 25K, 50K on the Hiphop BET Awards in front of all the stars, as well as being on ESPN. DNA has done it all. He is an all-time great. He is a perfect ambassador for battle rap. And of course, he was going to make the battle rap go pyramid. And if you believe he didn't, or believe he shouldn't, well, you, sir or ma'am, should get the fuck out of here.
To show a lack of respect or courtesy towards someone.
You name the place and pick the time. Cause when all y'all intertwine, I'ma let it go like I'm over it. Then let him have it like the shit ain't mine. Chest shot, hand on his heart, turn him to Red Fox. Stomach shot, Walmart exit right by the red box. Then bow to the back of the cranium till your head pop. And once you hit the ground, the Hulkamania left.
The Jersey native Arsenal. Arsenal is known for being the king of disrespect because he torments his opponents and says whatever he wants, however he wants. And even if you consider it in bad taste, it doesn't matter because the bad taste is in Arsenal's safe space. People love to watch Arsenal disrespect his opponents. I mean, he's one of the highest viewed battlers in the world. But Arsenal is not just the king of disrespect. He is simply one of the best. Taking on any challenger, battling anyone, anywhere, anytime, any place. Making his name out first challenging another legend in the making at one of the most premier, pioneered battle rap leagues and Fight Club. Defeating Hollow the Don to truly make a name for himself.
And the winner of this one, by unanimous decision by the judges, absolute judges in the building, is going down. It's going down. Like a round of applause, y'all. Like a round of applause. Shake hands for hip hop. Shake hands for hip hop. Shake hands for hip hop. There you go, my G. Them bands. You see what it is? That paper.
He will go on to go through Lions Den, Lux's League, go on to battle at Grind Time, facing Conceited in a legendary battle. And then he was going on after that to be one of the first to truly utilize promo and sell a battle to the masses with him versus Hitman Holla. During URL's early stages of having battle rap events. And from there, Arsenal was truly off to the races, battling other niggas in other niggas' states, on other niggas' stages, in other niggas' faces.
I'm out in London on some ape shit, grape shit, bandana on my face shit. Have him muted, this nigga wouldn't say shit. He unable to talk. He the nigga to catch a case with. I call him amnesia. Your memory get erased quick.
Arsenal was a true road warrior. One of the first battlers to truly travel not just across the nation, but across the world, with his epic battle versus Shoddy Horror across the pond on Don't Flop Battle League. It was really like watching two different worlds collide to make an unforgettable, legendary battle that to this day is almost over 14 million views. 14 million views, bruh. Which is safe to say the second highest viewed battle ever by an American. As I stated, Arsenal will battle anyone. He was a true road warrior. And after a while, Arsenal got tired of being a road warrior and decided to create his own league in his own state, creating his own stage, hosting legendary moments and battles such as O Solo, one nigga bring two niggas versus Swave 7, such as Calico's O Red story of You Done Enough. Arsenal even brought us the long-awaited rivalry between Hitman Holla and Shotgun Suge, even gave us the platform for Daylight's Matrix theme, and arguably the greatest battle of all time in Lux versus Hollow Don, with the League U dub. And not to mention all the other dope battles that Arsenal will have himself, whether it was him versus Math Hoffa, Chilla Jones, Tay-Rock, Rex, Clips, and even Lux.
Y'all gonna see R spit with a Tech 9 in front of Lux. It's gonna remind you of that Lions Den classic. Mask on, windows up, while the tires spin backwards. I shoot with one arm out, chin down. That's a violin tactic. What? What, nigga?
But it truly shows that Arsenal truly did not give a fuck, and he is courageous. He does what he wants. He is fearless. I mean, hell, he showed he was fearless by going to Oakland, taking on Mr. Fab and saying things that I can't even repeat right now. Arsenal has paved the way for a lot of battle rappers, not through disrespect, but through his work, showing talent how to travel, how to get to the money, create your own league, truly contribute to the culture at the highest level, and is the second highest viewed American battle rapper in the world. So yeah, Arsenal deserves to be on the Battle Rap Gold Pyramid. No matter the place, no matter the stage, no matter the face, Arsenal doesn't play.
Submachine guns are somewhat mysterious and quite notorious in both design, concept, and appearance. The key properties of this firearm are extremely large magazines with the capacity of combined slim profile and ambidextrous handling, aka a Calico.
Look how they slave Rock. He rep it like they paid Rock. He should have saved Rock. Now I got him crying at his grave. Back, back, I'm Bruce Wayne. They flying through the cave.
At the genesis of URL, there was a movement called the New York versus Midwest movement, where mostly St. Louis battlers would go on to New York to face East Coast's best battlers that they had to offer, creating a unique buzz around battle rap never seen before, with the promotion, with the rivalries. But people forget that the Midwest also included Detroit, and Calico was one of the battlers that were truly on the front line from the Midwest to try to make a name for himself and go against the Mecca in New York versus the New York talent, facing guys like Suge, Rich Dollars, Newborn, but most notably in K-Shine.
For some reason, the world of niggas get slack. They talk all this crazy shit and they slick raps. They talk all this money shit like they get stacked like back of the hand and back of the hat. That shit whack. Why the fuck would I pack the Mac in the back of the hat? In Detroit, we ride with it on that lap.
That K-Shine battle really put Cal on the map with URL's first ever inaugural Gnome event, And it was the same situation just a few months later versus the Brooklyn Bully and Math Hoffa. Math was also on the front line, but he was repping the other side. He was repping New York. Math Hoffa was seen as the Brooklyn Bully, a bully for a reason, because of his stature, because of the way he rapped, his ability, but Math Hoffa looked inferior that day on Summer Madness 1, the first ever Summer Madness. Cal did so good that he was able to get URL out of New York. This was a very big deal, as URL usually stayed in the East Coast area. But URL would make it its way to Detroit, outside of New York, as Cal would go on to face Arsenal in a very infamous battle with the whole Trick situation, proving in the area he's from, it was real out there. But Cal would return the favor to Arsenal by going on Arsenal's league and giving Arsenal an infamous moment as well for his league in UW.
Come on, sir. Let's talk about Tsunami, sir. I mean Rajon Cox. I mean all that tough talk to fuck around and get Rajon shot. I show up to Rajon with a blindfold, get Rajon John Doe, put a 9 at Rajon back and leave Rajon Rondo.
And it was at this moment that Cal would start to battle less frequently, but his battles will still have impact. With just a year later, taking on Rex Summer Madness 3, bullying the Bully on his KOTD debut versus Pat Stay, beating Surf in Jersey, having a classic battle with Tay-Rock on Summer Madness 5. Bat, Bruce Wayne through the cave? What? Cal is mostly known for breaking down his opponents and talking to you. Cal is best known for having those talk to you rounds, truly breaking down his opponent as a man. So you can have all the bars in the world, but nothing is more effective than making your opponent look different as a man. Mind you, Calico is doing all this on the road, no home games. However, there was a personal battle that was technically a road game that became a home game when he battled the King of Pontiac, his Midwest brethren, in Ill Will.
Is he gonna make it to the spittle? That's questionable. Is he dead on arrival? He got a breath or two. They say his mama keep praying over his body. I'm blow. Like, do that make Ill Will a halal vegetable? Boy, get the fuck out my face is what's best for you. Tell Trump we'll fuck with him if he put the wall between Pontiac and Detroit, not Mexico.
And that was the first time that he would take on someone from the Midwest, as he did it before, way earlier in his career, versus Young Ill on URL. And then will face Averb Summer Madness 10. Go on to face Hitman Holla, a max out on RBE. And arguably he has not lost any of those battles versus his Midwest opponents. And in my opinion, Calico could truly say that he is the king of the Midwest. So Calico being on the Battlerap GOAT Pyramid was a landslide.
A high-profile, extremely successful performer or athlete, also known as a superstar.
Night, Melvin Terrell Bryant. This is early round blunt twister. I don't want to hear about your big bags and your jar deals. Mommy sniff coke, you pitch coke in the Hartfield. You see me in your state. You ain't in North with them car squill. I walk through Carolina so much I got Tar Heels.
The definition of a superstar in my eyes in Battlerap is Sue Surf. Sue Surf is an unique enigma in Battlerap, like no other. I mean, on the first night of main events, he started a whole movement with the opening of his round versus X Factor.
First thing I hear when I touch down is Surf, the Midwest grooving. Such and such nice. What's his name doing his numbers, and I don't see the Midwest losing. Well, I can think of a few verbs for the niggas that think they ill. I come through the Midwest cruising, X all factors, hit all men trying to holler, cause the Calicos under this big T, or cease that Midwest
Then he would go on not only to be on the first ever Gnome, but be on the first ever Summer Madness versus K-Shine in a rivalry of all rivalries of who is the best. Creating moments about zip 'em up. She say zip 'em down. Surf knows how to put on a show. With his stage presence, his performance, his wordplay, his punches, his creative angles, the Surf is not good just for the big stage, but also the small stage, or maybe not a stage at all. Maybe even in a clothing store. Having a classic battle versus Big T. He will make moments, again, just like he did versus Conceited, in a landmark battle, which in my eyes is a showcase battle that you show a casual fan or somebody trying to introduce the battle rap. Conceited versus Sue Surf is one of those, man. There's just something about Sue Surf's delivery, his conviction, that really draws you in, that really connects to the viewer.
I wish you would, nigga. We could go swing for swing if you could, nigga. What you about to say? Jersey lost the Nets? Good, nigga. The best shooter still in my hood, nigga.
Then had another landmark battle versus Hitman Holler, Summer Madness 4, which leading up to it had unique promotion with the blogs and the fake fighting, making fans really want to see this battle. And the thing is about this battle, it did not disappoint. To this day, it is the highest viewed battle in URL history with almost 10 million views. And a lot of those views are thanks to the performance of Sue Surf.
These gloves wasn't for baseball, this face mask was for other use. Your mother was at the game, cardboard colors, fresh signs. My mother was in pain. You want to speak to the inmate, press 9.
You want to talk to the inmate, press 9? But the consistency being that he won that battle versus Hitman Holler, one of the most popular battlers in the world. Sue Surf is truly considered one of the faces of battle rap. Not only one of the faces of battle rap, but Sue Surf is known as one of the faces, if not the face of URL. Well, there was a time to where another man took offense to that, who was considered the top gunner of URL, and Tay-Rock. These two men would go on to clash at Gnome 5 in an epic battle. But no one could expect what would happen next as Sue Surf would join forces with Tay-Rock a year later and create the battle rap group Gun Titles, creating the most electrifying duo we have ever and probably will ever see, with the most mocked, most quoted battle and copied performance in battle rap history, with before the shot, after the shot.
Big T fingers after lunch. Doing breezy. Before the shot, E-shirt. After the shot, Yeezy. Before the cut, Shumper. After the cut, Beasley. Gun titles, nigga. Fuck these niggas. Fuck these niggas. Fuck these niggas.
This legendary performance in battle is still in the top 5 of URL's most highest viewed battles on YouTube. This is where we go off the script. I'm going to make this short and sweet. I know a lot of people are wondering, with everything you just said about Sue Surf, how is he at this level of the Battle Rap Gold Pyramid and not higher? I'm going to make it short and sweet. This is the only time I'm going to address this, explaining why I truly have somebody at their placement, because I know that there are probably going to be a lot of people that feel a way about it because Sue Surf is a superstar that he is. Sue Surf, as great as he is, need I remind you, if you're going to be compared to other people, you're going to be compared to your peers, the other greats in this sport, in this art form, it would be disrespectful to put Sue Surf higher, but there has been time after time after time, Sue Surf has given us lackluster performances or has cheated the fans out of full 3 rounds. Or have cheated the fans out of a great battle because he did not prepare or did not put the work in to prepare. From the Aver battle in Guerrilla Warfare to the 1-round battle versus T-Rex and Mr. Fab's card to the Rum Nitty battle, T-Top battle. Hell, Lux and 40 bars. Lux and 40 bars. It's plain and simple. It'd be disrespectful. I want to put him higher, I truly do, but I can't. It'd be disrespectful to the rest of the people that's on this pyramid. It truly would. So this is the only time I'm probably going to address why I truly have somebody at the placement that they are. But I felt I need to do that with Sue Surf because he is who he is, and he is a superstar. And a lot of people probably are wondering why he is at the placement that he is. So I just felt I need to say that. But even in that quick rant I just did, Sue Surf proved all the doubters wrong. He proved that he could overcome his weaknesses, which makes him an all-time great. Because just when he was down and out, he became a commentator. After losing to 40 bars and Lux back-to-back, he rose again. And he overcame the odds and took on one of his most heated rivals, and John of Summer Madness 11, and got John all the way out of here. And guess what? It wasn't a fluke, because he did again, getting payback versus Calico on the first ever Drake card. And then guess what? He did it again versus the Battle of the Jerseys, which Sue Surf did make shortening you around and cutting you around short by saying Jersey a thing. And look how it comes around though.
I yelled neighborhood once, then the Lokes around. It'll look like a concert outside if I scream rolling loud. Whole bunch of
That moment went so viral that even Rolling Loud themselves on social media had to notate and retweet that moment. And then just less than a year later, Sue Surf will prove that he's not only a great battle rap talent, but he's a great musical talent. Performing at Rolling Loud, that is a big deal. And what makes it more impressive is that he will have a battle the day before versus JC in another heated rival, and also against show levels that you're not a superstar and that you're not at my level, because it takes more than just bars to beat me, because I am Sue Surf. He took on a prime JC who just won 120K in a tournament, proving that he does not belong on the same stage as him. Not to mention that, but Sue Surf also has proven that he can bring people together. As much as he talks his smack and talks down on people and create these rivalries, they bring in the tickets to let people in so that people can watch. He also brings people together, the battlers, the fans, and everything in between. And was one of the driving forces in creating Midnight Madness.
Midnight Madness.
Midnight Madness.
Yo, sir.
Midnight Madness.
Success, my nigga.
I appreciate it.
I threw some bread down there too, so yeah.
All Surf had to do was go on Twitter Spaces when Twitter Spaces was first created and just talk. And in him just talking, Midnight Madness was born. With all battlers trying to work together to create their own platform, host their own battles on their own league. And even though it was short-lived, it just shows the power that Sue Surf has. It shows the power that his voice has. It shows the power that he has in the culture. And if you don't believe Sue Surf deserves to be on this Battle Rap Gold Pyramid at this next level, all I gotta say is Jersey. So this is the next level of the Battle Rap Gold Pyramid. 6 unique talents. Let me know how you feel, what you are thinking at this particular time, because we got a lot more to go. as now we're truly in the next phase, as we're going to talk about the true GOATs, as we talk about the next level of the GOAT pyramid. Stay tuned. Get your popcorn ready. It's going to be a crazy one. Battlerap, hold it down. We got the crown. Hold it down is what we do. Get ready for Act 3.